What's up, y'all? It's me, your girl, Labora Lee. Now, listen here. I have a few updates that I want to give you guys this evening. I also have some things that I've been seeing. We're going to talk about it, though, that I've been seeing that I want to address as well. Not necessarily has anything to do with my personal life, some, not all. Um, and then there are some things that I just want to address because I feel like now's the time and the time that we're living in right now, they need to be addressed. Um, and then I'm also going to play a few music videos this evening because on Friday we have a nice little we have a nice little interview coming, another smoke break coming up, and I can't wait. I love a smoke break, so it'll be like a smoke break slash Fire Friday, but my every intention is to make sure that this happens. So I'm not gonna play as many videos on Friday, but check this out. So my girl Chanel Hanks is coming through, and we're gonna talk about her business, Boozy Treats. I'm trying to tell y'all saw those treats in the promo, delicious, delicious. So we're gonna talk to her on Friday. So I will not be playing as many videos on Friday because we are gonna have a nice discussion with her. Um, and that's what's gonna go down on Friday. But let me get started. Let me start with the update so I can move on to the stuff that I really, really want to talk about. Um, I'm gonna dive in real quick. All right. So the first things first. I've talked about this case and the situation before already. I've given you information about how I came to the knowledge of the situation. My producer also made sure she did a very, very detailed story about it. But as we go along, y'all, more and more comes out. Now, like I said, I've followed this story for like a year now, and more is developing. So, as of yesterday, um, the victim of Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, has done an interview on The Real. And she basically breaks down the story the same way. And I'm not going to play the clip, even though I want to. Well, I can play a little bit of the clip. But she basically breaks down the story of, what happened to her in her scenario. And what I've noticed is especially about with the YouTube situation and YouTubers and bloggers and um, not so much, well, yeah, podcasters too. You know, is it almost seems to me they pick one side of the other, right? Um, I'm not picking well, it's not even a one side or the other at this point. It's really way deeper than the victim, but because the victim has been, going through what she's been going through, it kind of comes back to the the craziest part. That ain't even really a part of it, but this particular rap artist gets her name keeps being brung up in the situation, and so I think a lot of the choosing sides is not necessarily that you're hearing what this woman is saying happened to her and what is going on with her, but more so that people are looking at these celebrities and deciding that, okay, I'm choosing this side. So if anybody comes against this person, then I'm going to go against them, and vice versa. And I don't think that's fair to people who have dealt with assault in any form or fashion. And I just say it like that. So that happened. You can go check that out if you haven't already seen it. Clips are everywhere. YouTube, they're on. I'm not really focused on that today though, but they're on YouTube. They're on IG. They're everywhere, and you really can go see for yourself what her story was. Or you could definitely go on to YouTube, not one of the first people that I heard do the story. She's not. They banned her from YouTube, so she's not on YouTube anymore, unfortunately. But she still has clips, and her name is Nosy Hole Live, and you can follow her on like Twitch, and I think she has a station head and all of that good stuff. So you can find her information. And the other person that I heard, and these two people I can say have been very big advocates for the woman, because she's not a young one, she's an older woman, she's like my age. Well, I'm not older, but you know what I'm saying. Like she's in the older range. She's not a young girl, a little girl. But the other person, his name is Hot. He has a show called Hot Shot Radio. His name is Hot Shot. He's another person that really, really was like dug deep into, talking to her, and he's even given other people opportunities to say their piece in the situation. Of course, Nikki and Kenneth are not speaking on it right now, but they have been served as of now. The court case is going through. They were served the night of, or the day or the night of the Met Gala. And there was a lot of controversy about that too, because everybody was thinking she didn't want to go to, well, I don't know why she didn't want to go to the Met Gala. That's just an assumption, and that's wrong with me, because that's something I'm going to talk about. Remember, everything on this podcast is alleged. But they're saying that the reason why she didn't want to go to, she used C-19 as an excuse not to go to the Met Gala. But the reason why she didn't go to that and a couple of other functions is because she was trying to avoid being served, because they were looking for her and him to be served. Fine, cool. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But what I will say is, as this moves forward, it's getting bigger and bigger, and more things are coming out and being said. And apparently, they got receipts. And from the U.S. Marshals have receipts that they're going to provide, apparently. And what I'm going to do is, because it is public record, I am going to pull that document down and put it on our new Patreon, because I can't share that kind of stuff on this podcast. And then we could talk about it, elsewhere. We're not going to talk about it here, but not on YouTube or Facebook or anything. We'll talk about it like maybe in Patreon, or maybe we'll have a discussion in Discord. I'm not sure where we're going to go with this, but I am in the process of pulling that docket. It is available. As you know, most court cases, especially on a civil matter, you can pull the docket and you can have a copy of the docket. It's public record. So that's happening. And then, not to stray away from these updates, because this kind of ties into that a little bit, because this person plays a part in the whole Nicki Minaj camp and their situation. But hold on.
I'll be on the Breakfast Club tomorrow talking about all things Karen Civil. Tune in.
I'm going to play one more time.
Hey, what's up? It's Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked. I'll be on the Breakfast Club tomorrow talking about all things Karen Civil. Tune in.
So with that being said, Jason Lee is not playing with Karen Civil. He's getting ready to put all of the tea out. Now, he's been, like, I shared the post the other day, I believe, on my Facebook page. He's been, boisterous ever since she admitted on Clubhouse that she did have his page hacked. And you know what I mean? Like, so he is not playing. He's coming for her head. Well, I did have the clip from the interview. Hold on. Let me see. So I'll play a little bit from the Jennifer.
In March 2020.
Huff.
She got word that I was willing to help them out in a situation. I didn't understand what she was referring to. She offered to fly me and my family to LA. I turned it down, and I told her, woman to woman, this really happens.
All right, so that is a part of what her harassment case is. So, yeah. Stay tuned, y'all. As we get more details, I'm going to give y'all more details. So, I wanted to talk about this other story real quick. So, this story had me, and I got it from the Shade Room. And it was a story about a wig company who allegedly has been scamming customers. I believe the company is out of Florida. Yeah, I believe the company. Hold on. Yeah, I believe the company is out of Florida. So it's a wig company, and they're selling lavish wigs, selling for hundreds. Okay, so I'm not gonna play their stuff. I just wanted to make sure I was in the right place. So yeah, it's a wig company out of Florida. Ladies, be careful when you go out here purchasing wigs. I'm done with the no heat summer is over for me. On Friday, y'all gonna see me with my real hair, because I'm tired of wearing wigs. I'm tired of, but the process helped because I did gain some hair growth and it got thicker. So it served its purpose. But no heat summer is over on Friday. I'm gonna be on here with my real hair. I'm done with wigs at this point. Well, not done. I might rock a wig every now and again, but as far as me rocking wigs all the time, that's not gonna happen that often. But be careful when you you order these wigs online from these people, because you don't know if what you're getting is what they're advertising. And in this particular case, that's what happened. Women ordered wigs from this company. When they got their supposed custom wigs, they weren't what they were looking for. So be careful out here. Now let me get to my real shenanigans of the night. I just wanted to go through them. Do I want to play a video? Let me play a video real quick. I'm gonna play Crystal because I just heard a song. I don't think it's done yet, but what I do know about this song, when I heard the beat being made and her trying to figure out, where she was going with it on the lyrics, I was just like, yes, keep giving me life, yes. So we're gonna play a little Crystal Sharon real quick, and then I'm gonna get to the meat and potatoes of I'm gonna get to it. Okay, I'm back. Yes, that was Crystal Sharon. The music was produced by J. Funk Carter of Funky Ave Productions. That is also who provides the beautiful theme music for my podcast as well. And he's done a lot of some of the artists on here that I play. He's provided music for as well. So shout out to him. Now I want to get to this one thing real quick. Hold on. Let me do this real quick because I need people to not send me stuff while I'm in the middle of my show. Um, I don't need those kind of distractions. So let me just put this up so people can know. So anyway, let me get back to the nitty gritty. So there were a couple of things that transpired this week. Let me just start by saying this is a rough week, but it was all good, because some of the things I'm about to say will explain to you why, even though the week started off rough, it got better. And I'm going to get into that in 1 second. But let me start with these two memes that I saw this week. One I saw yesterday, but they kind of go together, and then it's going to segue into the roses that I'm about to give today as well. Because there's some things that some of y'all motherfuckers need to hear real quick. So we're going to get to it. The first thing that I seen, and I saw this on actually Michael Basin's Facebook page. It scrolled down, and the question was, and so I need y'all to give me y'all opinions as well on this question. And the question, well, it's a true or false question. I'm gonna read the statement, and then you can tell me if you feel like it's a true or false. But it says a man with money can change a broke woman's life. A woman with money won't even look at a broke man. No, let me read the next one, because this one actually came from somebody that I know. I saw this as I was preparing for the show, and it just kind of all went together. So, and then I'm going to break it down for you in a second. And then, my opinion anyway. The next one reads, fellas, if you don't plan on being in your kid's life, don't bust in her. And ladies, if you're not going to be with him, don't let him bust into you. It's that simple. All right. So it's two different situations, but it's two scenarios I'm going to get on. The first one. Fellas, y'all got to stop thinking that every woman out here is looking just for a rich man or only looking for a man with money, and that is no woman out here that wants to be with a man. Listen, I'll break that down in a minute. But you have to stop believing that there, because it's in your head. It's a woman out here that's not looking at you because of your money. I can honestly, wholeheartedly say that as a woman. It's not always about money. It's not always about financial gain. It really is the woman out here. First, let me say this. Don't go out here looking for shit. Let it come to you. If it's meant to be, it'll be where it's supposed to be, right? But there are some women out here that just wants a quality good man. A man that's going to hold them down, that's going to ride for them like they ride for him. It's a lot of us out here. I'm going to just start by that. It ain't always about financial gain. And the reason why you're not finding the chicks that aren't like that aren't money chasers, is because you out here looking at a certain kind of woman and thinking that, okay, yeah, she so-called bad and she look like this and she this, that, and the third, but you ain't looking at the meat and potato. You're not looking at her characteristics, how she carries it as a person. You're just looking. You're only looking skin deep. You're not looking internally, and that's why you only get women that want you to provide for them, or you know what I mean. But I'll get to that in a minute. Now, as far as fellas, if you don't plan on being in your kid's life, don't bust in her. Ladies, if you're not going to be with him, don't let him bust in you. It's that simple. Listen, if life was that simple, half of us wouldn't be here. I'm gonna be honest with you. There are different scenarios where people, and I'm not making no excuses for nobody, because I would never do that. I am a single mother. I raised my daughter. I have family help, my immediate family help from them, and her father, we cordial, and they have a relationship. But as far as every day taking care of her, I do that. I wouldn't tell him not to bust me now, because if he never busted me, I wouldn't have my kid, and I adore my kid. Best thing that ever happened to me. I'll take all the struggle, all the strife, just so I can have her in my life. Sometimes things don't work out when you link up with people. Sometimes you link up with people and you think that you're going to be rocking with them, and then y'all get pregnant and the baby is there, and what are you going to do? You're going to stay together for the sake of the kid? No, I'm not going to be miserable for nobody. Sorry. And I'm still going to make sure that my kid has a relationship with their other parent. But that don't mean that you can't dictate life like that. Only the higher power, the most high, can dictate how your life was written before you even got here. If it was written for you to have a baby with somebody that you don't even like, then guess what? You just gotta have that baby. There's a lot of people out here that have kids with with people they don't like, and there's a lot of people who have kids with people that they don't stay with. The job is now, yes, being your kid life. That's very true, but the whole thing is it's bigger than you after that kid get here. It's not about you, and I think that a lot of people should take themselves out of it. Like, I don't have anything. Well, I don't have any beef with my daughter's father. I'll say that. I don't have no beef. He living his life. I'm living mine. But the one thing that I always maintain and say is that she is more important than either us. Fuck what he feel. I'm sorry, I'm cussing, but forget what he feels. Forget what I feel. It's about her. And the sooner people get that, the better. So those two means I wanted to discuss. Now I wanted to give some roses, and I'm about to give these roses real quick. It's unorthodox for this show. I don't normally do this because it's my personal life. But let me say this. I'm happier. I'm very happy right now at this point in time in my life. Can things get better? They can. I'm all about forward progress. I'm all about making sure that we move forward and we do bigger things than what we're doing right now. That's on any level. Just finding a way to make it better and make ourselves greater. And that's going to lead to my last point of the evening. No person is ever going to be. Hold on. Okay, yeah. I got it in order I wanted it. So no person is ever going to be exactly what the fuck you want them to be. And if you think that, you're going to be alone because you're out here chasing a dream, and everybody is a different individual. Everybody moves differently. Everybody thinks differently. Again, the higher power wrote our story, and he gave us free will to be how we want to be. So if you out here chasing for that, I'm going to just say to you, use a fool. Instead of looking for somebody who's going to be all of the things that you want them to be, look for somebody who's going to be best for you, who's going to make you feel the things that you need to feel and that you want to deal with. You out here looking for the perfect person, you're going to be alone for a long time. I'm going to keep it moving because these subject matters I'm talking about now, I want to get into sex. So I just want to get these out the way early. So this next thing, this was said to me. So because it was said to me, I'm not going to say who said it to me. I'm really not going to give too much. I put it in quotation marks though, so I can give the correct quote. I wrote it down, put it in quotes. The first thing that was told to me is love yourself. Know this, I do love myself. That's why I'm making the moves that I'm making right now. I ain't moving crazy. I'm moving very on a level right now. It's fun, but responsible. You feel me? I don't move in no crazy situation. So trust me, I do love myself. That's why I move the way I move right now. And that's why I chose who I chose. Let's keep it moving. Because you are a queen and you should be treated like one. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I am a queen and I do want to be treated like one. And that's why I chose the way I chose. Because, I'm sorry, it's falling off right now because I did a lot of stuff today. I ain't really had time to get it together. But you see my crown? Like, I know what I am. But thank you. Thank you for those kind words. But in the context of which it was said, it was because I said that I had been in the same situation I've been in for the last 3 years. And I guess you don't really like what I had to say about that. But sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I chose the way that I chose before many reasons. This is where the roses come in. I chose what I chose because before anything, that person was my friend. Like, we was cool. We had known each other for many, many years. He's watched me go through different situations and still just been cool with me and, chill out. He chilled. But he was cool and he maintained that coolness. And like, for me, the first thing that I need in somebody who's going to be my spouse is for him to really be my friend. Not fake be my friend because you want what you want, but be my friend. We talk, we have conversations, we find things and that we have in common. We just, you know what I mean? It is what it is. With this person that I'm with, we have a lot of things in common, believe it or not. But I didn't know these things until I actually got with him. So that's one of the first things that I admire about him. That's the first rose I'm gonna give him tonight. Is he was an awesome friend before he was my anything. Next, let's go to number 2. I saw him in the light I should have seen him in before we became anything. I saw him. I watched him be a father to his children. I appreciate that in a man. I mean, that's what you should do, but y'all know the society we live in right now. It's a lot of dudes out here that don't do what they're supposed to do. But he very much, I watched him raise one by himself, literally with my own eyes, and I'm watching him raise the rest now, right? So that was number 2. Number 3, I watch what kind of friend he is to his friends, his real friends. And he always got their back, and they always got his too. And that's solid. Number 1, I should have put this one before that one, but all right, let me put that one in, and then I'll go back to the front. I see how he treats his mother, how much he loves his mother, how much he loves his family, how he rocks out with them. That's dope to me. Because for me, I want a family unit. I want a family. I'm not going to be with somebody that like I can't build a family with. You know what I mean? Like I want a family unit and I want it to be solid. So that's that. These are the things before we got together. I'm going to get to the list of the things after we got together. So that's that. So then it was the friends, which I already broke that down, so I don't have to go back through that again. And then he didn't know, but he was real patient because it wasn't no right away thing when we hooked up. It was a minute. It was because he was my friend. I was just like, whoa, I don't know if I should be doing, but I did. And I'm glad that I did, because then I had a friend and a lover at the same time, and he courted me. And then eventually I realized I was in love with him. And what made me realize I was in love with him is just how he always was treating me, how he treated me. And this is before we got together. He was always a gentleman. He was always, like always. And that was like, damn, you don't see that no more. So for me, I was like, hell yeah, that's great, right? And then we got together. And once we got together, he opened my eyes in another, a whole different way than what I was looking before we got together. When we got together, I started seeing how caring he is, how compassionate he is, how loving he is, how sweet he can be, how, oh man, it was just a lot of things. Still, now we together at this point. So yeah, how sweet he is to my daughter, how she looks at him and adores him. And I believe I said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. How she looks at him and she adores him, how close we were able to bring our children together. Like, it's a lot of things. And that, again, that gives me that family feel that I want, that I need in my relationship. And then just oh my gosh, I love how he tells me, I'm beautiful. I love how sweet he is to me. I love that he treats me like a queen. Like I said, that's why I chose the way I chose. He treats me very well. And with me and him, it's not he gotta do stuff for me all the time. And I'll be having to sneak sometimes and do stuff, but sometimes, it's cool. He don't be having no beef. You feel me? And he does things for me as well, but it's not I'm with him because he does stuff for me. And I know that he not with me because I do stuff on occasion for him. It's just a connection. It's a link. We linked. We have a link. We have a bond. And then I'll add that in last. That'll be the last thing I talk about. but is, you know, he's my friend. Like, I can sit down, have long conversations with him. We talk about all different kinds of things. We don't just talk about one thing. It's just conversation, intellectual conversation. One of the smartest men I know, and he's very, very super creative, and I love that about him too. So yeah, that's his roses. I'm giving them right now. I could keep going, but I'm not going to spend the whole podcast just talking about that because I gotta get to the salacious shit. But yeah, they're his roses. I already sent him a message telling him that I was going to send it to him in a soundbite. So it is what it is. But that's why I rock with him. So don't ever think that I don't love myself. I love myself very much. That's why I chose the way I chose. Okay. And it is what it is. So I don't know. I'm not a dude, so I don't know how this looks for y'all. I'm a woman. I know how it looks for me. It's annoying to me. I don't know how y'all feel about it though. Maybe somebody could tell me how they feel about it. But if somebody tells you that they're in a relationship with somebody, I get that you trying to shoot your shot and all of that, but these are the type of things that get people hurt. If a person tells you they're in a relationship, fall back and let them do what they got to do. And it might not be that their spouse that might hurt you. It might be them to just dig in your soul. I'm one of them type of people. If I tell you I got a man, I got a man. And I'm not out here. I'm not in the habit, and I'm not out here entertaining any other man but him. Then that's just what it is. So yeah, it's annoying. I don't know how if y'all fellas be going through. Well, I guess some of y'all do. I don't know. The next thing, stop assuming shit. Social media is social media. This is why I put this up here, because so for real, I post things all the time that do not necessarily apply to my life. And I know a lot of other people that do it too. But if you see something that you like and you just want to post it, people will take that shit and run with it. They will run down the street and keep running and run about 15 miles down the street with what you just posted and apply it to your life as if they know what your life is. You have no clue what my life looks like. I don't give y'all much of my life. I might put an emoji which represents him. Or I might post some memes on there that I saw that I believe or, you know, I like. But everything don't apply to me, boo. I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good. After I dropped my daughter off this morning, I'll tell y'all about that. I'm good, though. I'm not here to live for you. I'm here to live for me. Now, if I include you in my life, cool. Don't give me your advice unless I ask for it, though. I don't need it. I'll ask for it if I need it. But if you see some things, fine. You keep it to yourself. I don't need to hear what you think. And when it comes to doing your thing right now, whatever it is you're doing, this is where we start moving to the positive stuff. Whatever it is you're out here doing, play the game the way you got to play it. Make your moves the way you got to make it. Don't let anybody tell you how to make your moves for you, because nothing ever really is the same. Like, I'll take music, for example. One artist can be hot as hell, right? Fire. And the other one can be equally as fire, but they don't have the same camps. They don't have the same teams, and they don't have the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, things fluctuate and you don't know. So you got to play it the way you play it. And that's how I'm going to leave that right there. People, we got to stop breaking each other down. This is not even a race thing at this point. It's a people thing. There's no way to build if everything you doing is like, you can't be happy living that life. You can't. If all you can do is try to break down somebody else because they're trying or whatever it is that they're doing that you feel some kind of way about, you're a miserable individual and you need to get a life. Fix it. Find your own lane. I keep telling y'all that shit. I'm not here waiting for nobody else to create my lane. I'm gonna create my own lane, and I'm still trying to figure this thing out every day. But at the end of the day, you create your own lane. Your life is not supposed to be identical to the next person. Your life is supposed to be what your life is. That's why I say I don't live my life for you. I live my life for me. And if you're included in my life, then okay. But it's still my life, and I still gotta live it. Which is, again, that goes back to making that decision to be with the person that I chose to be with, because that was a decision that I had to make for myself and not necessarily for other people. And I'm glad I made that decision. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty. Hold on. Let's get to it. Who else I want to play tonight? Oh, no. I'm going to get to this first one, and then I'll figure out what video we're going to play. I feel like I want to play... I might play a little Jamal, because I don't really play his videos that often. So I'm going to play one of his videos, and then we'll get to the nitty-gritty of things. Let me put it in the order in which I need it, though. So we're going to do the song. It's called Serving, but I'm gonna give y'all some insight real quick. We're going to start the first taboo, I guess, sexual content thing we're going to talk about is blindfolds. And tying bonding, tying each other out. Well, it's gonna all come together at the end. But I was going to tell y'all a short story. I am very into tantric sex. I believe that your sexual experience should be everything. You should, when that's why I'm not out here with multiples. I'm only out here with one, because there's only one way to find the partner that's going to give you that system, that perfect system of tantric sex, right? If you got multiple partners, you can bust another one. I mean, like, you can have orgasms and things that I'm not saying that you can't, but in order for it to be real, again, when you're having sex with somebody, you're exchanging spirits, you're exchanging energy. So for me, I don't want to exchange my energy with too many people. So I exchange mine with mine. And let me just tell you, honey, today, I dropped my baby off to school, but after I dropped her off, Lord Jesus, that's all I'm going to say to that. I ain't going to go to. But blindfolds and being tied up. Been there, done that. We've done that together, and it was amazing. Even though he did break out of the bond. Because, well, I've had him tie me up multiple times, but I tied him up one time, and he stayed in that situation for a sec, but then he broke himself out, and then I was like, well, shit, like, what? Wait a minute. But it was fine. It was real fun. Oh, it was so fun. Let's play a video real quick. I can't find the one. I don't even know. Hold on. I was looking for this one video, but let's do this one.
I chase a different bag. I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up, I got a bigger bag. I chase a different bag, I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up, now I see why you mad. I chase a different bag, I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up, I got a bigger bag. I chase a different bag, I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up, now I see why you mad. My money coming in the fastest, you broke boys going backwards. How the fuck they sleep on me? I ain't no motherfucking mattress. I ain't no motherfucking mattress. Get smoke, turn to ashes. Felt cone #1 trapper. Y'all lame bunch of actors. I keep on chasing and chasing. I gotta get to the bag. I gotta add more money straight to the stash. Shorty gonna give it to me fast. All in not good. Yeah, I'm gonna beat it up, beat it up. She say, man, that's enough. No one I trust. I get it flipping for us. In the kitchen, cooking up. I chase a different bag. I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up, I got a bigger bag. I chase a different bag, I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up, now I see why you mad. I chase a different bag, I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up, I got a bigger bag. I chase a different bag, I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up, now I see why you mad. man. I got the packs off. Collect the money, then go call a plug. A lot of the money goes into the re-up. A lot of the money, I'm gon' run it up. I been getting bands. That's right, been getting bands. Hoes like, damn, he the man. I stuck to the plan. I put rap to the side. I was busy moving them grams. I'm from Cone. Used to move work in the zone. Came up, got it on my own. Money on my phone. Trapped in so many traps. I was by myself all alone. Yeah, I go out and get it. I swear that I get it. I wait for nobody. Play with my paper, I wait in your lobby. Driven ambitious, nobody can stop me. Yeah. I chase a different bag. I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up. I got a bigger bag. I chase a different bag. I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up. Now I see why you mad. I chase a different bag. I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up. I got a bigger bag. I chase a different bag. I got a different bag. I stack it up, I run it up. Now I see why you mad.
All right, I'm back. Y'all let me know what y'all think of some of these videos that I play too. I need opinions. So I'm gonna keep it moving. Let me get some of this good Fiji in my life real quick. Hold on. Cause I show love over here. You send me your video. You tell me you want me to play it. I play it. But I definitely want my audience opinion on what the music that they hear. All right, let's get back to the nitty gritty. I told y'all we're talking sex tonight because I've been talking about a whole bunch of other stuff, but I really want to get back to the core root of what Wet Wednesdays is about. So some of you don't know, and I'll put that advertisement up in a minute. I also sell adult toys, right? I believe that when it comes down to adults seeking pleasure, sometimes you can go, buy some things and that'll help you in certain areas. But I want to start giving y'all more intel on why these things help. Because everybody, you just get the toy, but you don't know what the toy does. Tonight, I'm going to talk about cock rings. And the reason why I'm going to talk about those, I told y'all why Wednesdays be off the chain. So tonight, I'm going to talk about cock rings. Because fellas, some of y'all, not all, some of y'all don't know that it brings you pleasure and it also brings your spouse pleasure. So let's talk about it. If you've never used a cock ring, then you're missing a great trick. And the reason why, I'm going to tell you what it does. So what it does is it traps the blood into, your joint, and your balls, giving the man a huge erection. And while they can't create what nature hasn't put there, it can help the man who suffers from unreliable erections to keep going longer. So that's why I wanted to break it down into the layman's terms. And because of that gives the lady more pleasure as well. I've also used that too. And what I will say, because I don't have no issues in that department of getting my man hard, I'm gonna do that. He gonna get this work. But because of that, I've used a couple of cock rings though, but we don't really use that often. You feel me? Like it's just we've only used it once. I think I've only used it once with him, maybe in another scenario. But I'm there's certain things that I'm just gonna want to get down to the nitty gritty of. So yeah, fellas, here's a tip for you. If you've ever hit a woman's G-spot before, right? I haven't been in a lot of situations where that's happened. I've only been in one, and I'm here now. But little trick. Even after she has that mind-blowing orgasm, from you hitting the G spot, you can play with her clit, and that'll take her to the next level. Just a tip for you. So I wanted to talk about that. Women, our bodies are way more sensitive than a lot of men know. Like, that's why a good massage can go a long way. If you rub certain spots on a woman's body, she can have an orgasm from it. It's not always her clitoris. It's just something you could touch her, and it'll send her crazy. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. So that's that. Let's talk about doing it outdoors. I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to be afraid of that shit. I did. I guess it's just, but it's the same. At the same time, it's the adrenaline for doing it outside that's exciting, but it's scary because you don't really like. What if somebody see me? What if somebody see me? It can get a little scary, but it is what it is. But I recommend you try it. Find a nice location where everybody feels comfortable and do your thing. It's fine. Trust me, it's fine. Jesus, it's fine. So that was something I wanted to talk about, and then I'm going to take a break real quick before I get into the other parts that I wanted to talk about. So we're going to play another video real quick. I told y'all I want to play some of these videos because on Friday we have an interview with Michelle Hanks, and she's going to discuss more about her business, Boozy Treats. And I'm just going to sit here and co-sign because I know the shit is good. Let's do, I got a story behind this one too, fellas, but I'm going to play y'all last before I leave. We're going to let's play K-Bone. Let's play the movie real quick by that boy Bone.
Shit, yo, it's that that boy Bomb, J. Feezy.
Been talking about this money since a kid. I fuck with a few, but most these niggas sensitive. With no sense upstairs, plus I sense some fear. And since I'm here with the year filled with flares, I'll send some there. We played the street corners with heat on us, we warriors. Kept G-packs in the sleeve, cautious how we'd hit, cause knockers would creep for us. 4 deep in ski masks, jumping out to sweep all us. You'd have thought we was drums, how they beat on us. Please, y'all just don't understand the street horrors. Did it again the next day, felt like the pay was free for us. Cause we'd be out anyway, might as well eat chorus. 4 in the morning, I got dope on the block. Marijuana burning while I'm earning that guap. Niggas selling crack, I got packs of straight drop. Paper chasing is the movie, haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. I hope these haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. Paper chasing is the movie. Hope my haters come watch. Street savvy, police had me dipping in and out of street alleys, trying to keep the fiends happy. Mommy and daddy hated how the streets had me. Family couldn't sleep, waiting on FEDs to grab me. Chasing money had me spending life in hell, soaked in gas. Years later, I'm alive and well. Spent life under the radar, couldn't enjoy and spend. Only thing I did was take trips and spoil friends. Had enough for the tester, but boy, the law would win. So instead I bought the Lex, I probably should've bought the Benz. Wish I invested all that cash I was hauling in. But what's worse is when the money gone, being loyal ends. 4 in the morning, I got dope on the block. Marijuana burning while I'm earning that guap. Niggas selling crack, I got packs of straight drop. Paper chasing is the movie, haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. I hope these haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. Paper chasing is the movie, hope my haters come watch. I hang with the kingpins and killers. I did Antigua with a slim thing in the villa. Labeled me dope boy, cause with the dope boy I'd fill up. Some say I'm greedy, cause I'll move 10 things in zip-ups. Others say I'm talented, the art of the flip's a gift, bruh. I did summers when most was stuck in Decembers. Spent thousands on dumb shit I don't fucking remember. Coons act heaven sent. I got goons that'll return them to sender. A couple times niggas saw me as dinner, but statute of limitations got me like, whatever. Addicted to money, a judge called it my drug of choice. Sent me to rehab and the counselor became my plug for boy. 4 in the morning, I got dope on the block. Marijuana burning while I'm earning that guap. Niggas selling crack, I got packs of straight drop. Paper chasing is the movie, haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. I hope these haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. Paper chasing is the movie, hope my haters come watch.
That boy know this shit. That boy know he could spit. That boy manifested it. That boy knew it was written. That boy know this shit. That boy know he could spit. That boy manifested it. That boy knew it was that boy know this shit. That boy know he could spit. That boy manifested it. That boy knew it was written. That boy know this shit. That boy know he could spit. That boy manifested it. That boy.
All right, I'm back. Remember, y'all, I need y'all to give me your opinions on the music that I play. It's not about me, it's about you, and I want to know what y'all think. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We are on all streaming sites, so you can catch it, if you want to stream it. iTunes, we are everywhere. Make sure you check us out. How much time I got? I got to play my homeboy, too. This Peoples. Dang. Y'all, I got mad videos that I can play. It's just figuring out which videos we're going to play that day. If you have not checked out these interviews, please make sure you take some time. Go check them out. Check this one out. This one is the one I did with J. Funk Carter from Funky Air Productions. Oh, the gentleman I just played, that boy Bomb, he is also very familiar with Funky Air Productions as well. He has a track by him as well. So check this out.
James J. Funk Carter is an American music producer drummer from Baltimore, Maryland. Funk became interested in music at an early age, following the footsteps of his father, James Carter Sr., a music producer, songwriter, and recording artist as well. Jay says when it comes to music you can study but you can never say you know. And because of that, I'm always a student.
Pop up, so what you saying, nigga?
From the bill, keep it real where we draw the line. I got my mind on the money, and my money on my mind. From the bill, keep it real where we draw the line. I got my mind on the money, and my money on my mind. From the bill, keep it real where we draw the line. I got my mind on my money, and my money on my mind. From the bill, keep it real where we...
I ain't gonna play the whole thing, and also I'm not gonna play the whole thing in this either. We did an interview, and now everybody doing interviews with him. I like to be like, yeah, I did it first. Everybody doing interviews with him right now. We did an interview also with Truly Him. Check this interview out as well.
I was like, I need something with no cursing, no nothing. So Smile Like Me, it really related. I can still tell my struggle and feel that energy that I have coming from Southeast and really portray where I come from, some of that aggression, but transform it into something positive.
Smile.
Not gonna play that whole one either, but check that interview. Both of those interviews. We also have interviews with that boy Bomb. We also have a couple of interviews with the gentleman. I'm gonna play his video next because that's fam, King Knox. And we got an interview coming up this Friday, so make sure you hit to check that out as well. Not on the music tip, on the business tip, because I wanted to switch it up a little bit, but we're doing that this Friday. Check them out. Go check them out. Good interviews. Dope, fun interviews. I had a ball. So let's get back to the last few things I want to talk about tonight. Making a movie. Again, there are some things in life that I was scared of at some point in time in my life. Now, not so much. Now that I've watched myself in action, it's not as bad as I thought. Actually, it's kind of sexy. So I recommend making a movie with your spouse, not just with some random person, people. And the reason why I was scared to do that is because I always was scared that, like, what if my video just pop up somewhere or whatever? Now, with the laws set up the way that they are set up, my video pop up somewhere, it's going to be a problem for you, not for me. So there you go. But yeah, if you got a spouse, you got a partner, a spouse, whatever you want to call it, it's okay to make a movie and then watch it together. It's sexy. sexy as hell. Man, that shit's sexy. Yeah. Don't be afraid of submission. I keep telling y'all, there's nothing wrong with a little S&M. You just have to, everybody, all parties involved have to be comfortable with it. It's just not for everybody. But if you're on a freaky side and you don't mind being a little extra freaky, why not? Get into it. I mean, it's okay to get a smack on the ass, ladies. A smack on the ass every now and again. I mean, why not? Why not? Now I'm gonna play this next video because I just told y'all I did several. I did one interview with him that was like a silent interview, and then I don't know why our interviews always turn into a party afterwards, but they do, and it is. Well, the third one was actually a celebration because it was our year, and that was our anniversary for doing this podcast for a year. But the second one, I don't know how that joint turned into a whole party, but it did. We had a guest, Chris. Shout out to Chris. He came through. You know what I mean? Like, and the crazy part is I wound up running into him at a show later on, and they're like, "You don't remember you was on my show?" And I was like, "Shit, oh shit," you know what I mean? Like, so it was fun. But this gentleman I'm about to play, his name is King Knox. This song I'm about to play is called Five Fingers of Death. Dope dude. Check him out on YouTube. All these artists that I play, you can find their videos on YouTube.
You already know what it is, yo. Pauliani, you already know what it is, yo. I gave these niggas a pack for the corona. Bought the tunes while you drinking your yak, smoke for the stoners. King Joffy tape by drop, that was a bonus. Straight dope for these niggas, I had to turn up. Back to back classic, nigga, ain't no hold up. Still king, damn, I'm shining. You know what? Let me grind a stone that I got straight to a diamond. Shake the play up for a minute, change up the climate. Speed the process up, I'm dropping another one. Five fingers of death, ooh, I'm killing another one. Feel blessed just to continue. I'm pushing for the number one spot, so what's on the menu? Got skills, still paying the bills. Just address me as the king, not just the gangster grill. Slow motion, just keep me the trill. Smoke a lot of weed and right, I got the power to build. Been getting it in, been sharpening the steel, nigga. It's the five fingers of death, you hear in your ear. My shit is HD, nigga, I'm making it clear. It's the five fingers of death, you hear in your ear. My shit is HD, nigga, I'm making it clear, yeah. King Knox, Pauliani, yeah. King Knox, alright. Five fingers of death, kid. Yeah. Yeah. Let me take you to the West side, we still in this bitch. Yeah, you let's go. West side, yeah. It's the five fingers of death, you hear in your ear. My shit is HD, nigga, I'm making it clear. Right out.
I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be like during the show. Sometimes I'll be looking at other things to make sure we're not having technical difficulties. And it was an ugly day today, so we just never know what it's going. You can follow us on IG. I'm _underscore Lurlucidity. Again, IG at Miss _ Lurlucidity. On FB is Ambitiously the Podcast. They haven't changed it yet. And then on YouTube is Ambitiously the Podcast, The Black Experience. We're going to change all of our stuff up soon because we got a lot going on. Want to be on the show, though. Hit us up. Ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. Again, that email is ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. Yeah. I'll bring you on. I'm always open to talking to new people. Go to our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. Again, the website is www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. And we are streaming on all of these sites down here. We everywhere. Yes, we are. I just wanted to get on. Please like, share, and subscribe. I got one more video I want to play tonight, though, before I go, because I want to show some love to the fellas. Been a long time, but, you know, niggas is getting their lives together. So it is what it is. And I'm going to play this one because I played it when I first started playing videos, but I'm going to play it again. It's a long story behind it. We took a long, long journey of a walk to shoot this video. At the time I was working with these gentlemen. It was fun times. We had a lot of fun and we did a lot of big things. So shout out to Dirt Platoon, and I'm going to play Pennsylvania Avenue just because I still love this song.
Hold him back. You did your, leave him alone. We're in the 1500 block, and this was the premier block of Baltimore. This is Pennsylvania Avenue.
Jack, I grew up around 21217, heavy drug traffic. Every soul conceal their own habits. The wolves here fiending do you something. Got the birds upping, beautiful project babies. Much with rabies, the night's live and crazy. The hood raised me, never had a pops. I wore dirty socks, my mom's whooped ass on spot. Beef Popeyes, pork and beans and fried chicken thighs. Frozen cups that taste good as fuck. Blowing L's while you get your thing sucked. Your neighbors ain't shit. Play your music loud as you want a bricks. Your house broken in, can't have good shit in the hood. These gang niggas up to no good. I put on for my whole city, rep all avenues. This dedicated to the Pennsylvania Avenue. I had a baby by a bitch off Moja, and you can call me a fucking Dolphin Street soldier. Wrath Almighty myself.
Raw Theater was 2 blocks down. Everybody performed in Raw
It's
Theater.
24 streets off the Ave, and they all low, and it starts from Franklin and ends on Fulton. Pennsylvania Avenue, home of the Dirt Platoon. Hey yo world, stay tuned. It's 24 streets off the Ave, and they all low, and it starts from Franklin and ends on Fulton. Pennsylvania Avenue, home of the Dirt Platoon. Hey yo world,
was born and raised on Pennsylvania Avenue, off a little street called Dolphin in Baltimore, the East Coast Compton, the place where Melvin made millions, and Mellow mastered his jump shot. My block was a one-stop drug shop. Cops knocking on doors with mugshots, asked questions about Pookie Round Pressman. Went up to hustling motherfuckers on Preston. My soldiers on Moja, in a jet with no weapon. My color home veteran. You can lose your soul on gold in 1 second. Shit get a lot raw when you cross McMecken. When I was an adolescent, say around 7. I thought the hood I lived in was heaven. Found out it was hell. With crackheads dwell and killers fly they trade. And little shorties join up with gangs as they afraid.
It's 24 streets off the Ave, and they all low, and it starts from Franklin and ends on Fulton. Pennsylvania Avenue, home of the Dirt Platoon. Hey yo world, stay tuned. It's 24 streets off the Ave, and they all low, and it starts from Franklin and ends on Fulton. Pennsylvania Avenue, home of the Dirt Platoon. Hey yo world, stay tuned.
Some days we would play crap on the sidewalk, and it would be $300,000-400,000 in cash. Millions of dollars would change hands. At midnight, there would be another game upstairs over top of another pool room called the Big House. You could win $2 million in there if it was your night. It was a fascinating time. It was a time when you had to beat a message that you sent. You couldn't tell somebody you can't take my money. You had to prove it.
Shout out to Mr. Malvin, definitely a Baltimore OG. You don't know who he is, you can go on Amazon Prime and watch his documentary at any time. He's no longer with us, so may he rest in peace. Shout out to Mr. Malvin. That was a whole nother experience, but we had fun times, and so I got more videos coming from them as well. I have to, now that school has started back up for the kids, it give me more time to get everything together, but we will be playing more videos. We will be shuffling them up and just, doing what we do over here. And that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, that's how we moving over here. But if you do not do anything else, please like, share, and subscribe to my channels on YouTube, Ambitiously the Podcast, The Black Experience, on Facebook, Ambitiously the Podcast, until they change it to Ambitiously the Entertainment. I'm still waiting. And then also you can follow me on IG. It's at Miss_Lurlucidity. Again, that is at Miss_Lurlucidity. I refuse to change it because I had so many followers on there, and I just felt like we just keep that page. But we do all business on there though. Please tune in on Friday. I told y'all I'm going to keep promoting. On Friday, we have a special guest coming in. She's going to talk about her business and her delectable treats infused with alcohol and stuff. And we're going to have a conversation. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun because it's my homegirl, but it's going to be fun. And I can't wait to do this interview. She needs somebody to shine some light on what she got going on with her, because she's doing dope things. So check that out on Friday. But make sure you do this. Tune in. All right, y'all. Good night. I'm going to bed. I got to take my kid to school in the morning. I love y'all. We have more to come. Remember, we have some more segments coming into the show. We're changing things around here. It's a work in progress. Remember, be patient with me. I'm putting it together, but my team is set up the way it is. I got somebody to handle the music aspect. I got somebody that handles the not the music not the videos that I play, but as far as production is theme songs and stuff. I have somebody who handles my Monday media, making sure that I got everything fine tuned the way I need it. But the rest of it's just me. So please bear with me and be patient. I'm getting it together. I'm not gonna stop, but I'm getting it together. With that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you so much for those who do tune in. And good night.